Welcome to the Bros of Gardening. I am Mike Westphal, your host, joined always by my co-host Daniel Van Dyke. How you doing, bud?
I'm good, bud. I'm good. We're, it's been a long winter, but we're getting towards the end of it here, so I'm excited for that, and excited to be back with you guys and start the podcast back up and have some fun with it.
Yeah, and of course we're joined by Alex, who will help kind of guide us through this podcast. Which today's topic is a new year for gardening. So we're excited. It's the end of February. We're ready to kind of start thinking and planning for spring. So how you been?
I've been good. As you can see, we kind of had a bit of a set change.
Yeah.
We're in a different location now.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, we've got a new space here. There's just been so much happening. And
it really has.
So been busy.
Indeed. Well, someone else has also been really busy too.
Yeah.
Would you like to address the elephant in the room?
So obviously, as most of y'all who probably tune in know, I'm sitting across from the legendary garden guru.
Right.
So Mike has always, had a lot of fun with that, and he's done some awesome videos. And so we kind of wanted to replicate that through the landscape. And so I was lucky enough to be branded the landscape legend, and I will do my best to live up to those expectations. But no, I'm excited about it. I'm having fun with it. Alex and everybody's helped me kind of embrace this persona, so
I feel
I'm
like
excited
it's
about
pretty easy
it.
for you. You've taken it on pretty quickly.
We're having fun. Like I said, I'm excited about it, and I think it will generate a lot of cool content. And like I said, we're gonna have some different stuff for everybody to kind of take in and see it from all different angles.
Well, Mike, is there anything that speaking of the new year? Is there anything that you're looking forward to the most this year for gardening? Is there any new exciting developments or?
I don't think there's probably any singularly one thing. There's a lot that's going to happen this year. We've got, I think some new trends that you might see. I think some returning trends too. Some old trends that might be coming back a little bit. And we're going to talk about some of those, in the future podcasts. I certainly think, you'll probably hear me say it a lot this season. I think edibles, whether it's, vegetables and herbs or fruit trees and berries, I think those are going to be a pretty hot topic this year. I think, a lot of people are health conscious this year, thinking about, well-being, and then, all the microplastic talk and you're just not sure what you're buying at the supermarket and the pricing. So it's just, I think a lot of people are going to kind of go back to that. It's a trend that comes back every so often, and it's pretty frequently that people are, hey, I'm going to try and grow some stuff. And certainly we've had lots and lots of experience in that field and serving those customers that want to try those things. So I think it's going to be a pretty hot topic this year. I think part of that is that well-being or that mental wellness too. I know that's a big part of kind of what our guidance to our stores this year is going to be a little bit of let's have healthy plants, let's keep healthy mindsets and have fun a little bit and be excited. Yes, we've got lots of projects to do and we're going to be super motivated to do things, but I think that's the part of gardening that I fell in love with first, which is going out there and pruning a Japanese maple is all about kind of getting in that moment of being connected to nature and just kind of taking it easy, getting off the screen. We talk a lot about, definitely watch us on social media and YouTube, but certainly
hold on.
Take a break and enjoy your yard and your outdoor spaces. And it doesn't have to be a big space. It can be indoor. It can be a container on your front porch. Spend some time in nature. And I think that will help, your healthy mindset going into 2026 and throughout the whole year.
I agree completely, for sure.
So that's kind of what I'm thinking is my trend for this year and my mindset.
Absolutely.
Well, Daniel, is there any specific developments in landscaping that are kind of coming up this year that you're looking forward to?
I think, kind of like Mike was alluding to, I think there's always different trends and things that in landscape and in the gardening world that, there's a lot of crossover, but then there are things, in the landscape world, you're thinking more maybe outdoor living and hardscapes and, everything has been kind of gearing towards outdoor living. It all kind of started in COVID. Yep. Everybody was at home. It kind of generated this need for wanting to be able to entertain in the comfort of your own home and in your backyard. And so that's been a trend that's been ongoing really for years, but that really was kind of a spike. And then just seeing how that's evolved, where maybe not everybody's trying to plan staycations anymore like they were in 2021, but 2022, but they also are, they still like the idea idea of entertaining outside. So those trends are always present. But on a personal level, we've got a new design staff. We've had a lot of new designers, so we're excited about that here at McDonald Garden Center. We've got more designers than we've ever had. We've got a full design staff, and so we're really excited. We've got our new website that's launched. So I'm really excited for this spring. I feel like I always get excited for spring, like we were just talking about coming out of the cold weather. But
it is always
landscape, there's always new products. It's at times it can be overwhelming, and we actually just did a short video on this when it comes to hardscapes choices and stuff. There's so many different combinations and so many different blends and different manufacturers that, they always come out with new stuff. Some stuff sticks better than others, but really, I think there's always new plants. There's always new trends that kind of come forth, and we try to stay on the forefront of that. But then again, there's new developments and old trends. One of the oldest trends in the book at boxwoods, and when we did a video too on those new gen boxwoods, because of the disease and different issues that they've had, they've come out with these newer boxwoods that are disease resistant. And so I'm really excited about to start implementing those into landscape drawings and landscape plans. And, we've got them available here at the garden center. And so just all those types of things, incorporating those different types of new products and new trends into the overarching landscape plan for your entire yard. It's always kind of an exciting challenge, but we're up for the task.
Yeah, I think, I had written outdoor spaces, like bringing your indoors outdoors a little bit, enjoying some space outside. And I think privacy is going to be a big trend this year. I think I'm teaching a class on it here in a couple weekends. We got our spring showcase coming up. Yeah. So if you live in the Hampton Roads area, you definitely want to check out our website, check out the schedule. I'm going to be doing a whole class on, growing proper hedges and creating privacy screens, because I think that's a major important component of any outdoor space. You're going to want some form of privacy, and you might also want to be able to guide your view to a certain area, and privacy helps with that. So I think that'll be a big trend. I also think color is going to be big this year. I think color is, whether it's muted tones or bright colors, I think that's kind of the old trend that you might see come back a little bit this year, where I think the modern style of all my plants are separate, and that I think is still very nice and works for some people. I do think there's a trend that'll be more of that kind of cottage garden feel, where lots of plants kind of in mass plantings grouped fairly closely, so that you get this really full effect, that kind of collage. You see like wallpapers coming back. This kind of old look is working on the interior as well as the exterior of your home. So I think color, flowers, arrangements, we'll be talking about some of those topics here in the future. So I think those will be some of the things you'll see as well.
Well, you say about privacy, and it's a great point, because I think, as you see, and especially in our area, but I'm sure pretty much in a lot of different areas throughout the country, land and space is getting harder and harder to come by. So if you notice these new developments, a lot of times it's not as big of property and the houses are a little bit closer together. They're trying to maximize that. So then privacy all of a sudden becomes that much more important, and the right type of privacy. If you've got endless space and you can plant whatever you want to create that privacy, sure, you can put different things in there that might get 40 feet tall and 20 feet wide.
Right.
But a lot of times you're dealing in narrow spaces, and so the privacy is a great point. That'd be a great class to do, obviously, and one that we still get. That's probably one of our number one demands when people call up, is they're trying to create privacy. Now that may morph into more than that, but that's kind of the jumping off point. Is and like I said, that's just it's a problem, quote unquote.
Exactly.
It's not, but it's something that they're looking for us to solve, and so you can do it in a lot of different unique ways, and a lot of times, in my opinion, it might be a lot more attractive than just a privacy fence or something like that. You can solve it naturally.
Right.
So.
Exactly.
For sure. That's all I have for this one right now. Do you guys want to add anything else, or anything else you're looking forward to in 2026?
Exciting year. Always is, starting off fresh and new, and got lots of ideas and lots of stuff. We're gonna be busy, but I'm gonna keep that mental health thing kind of going.
I think what our first episode we shot last year, I think around the same time, we talked a lot about planning. And again, just a reminder, this is the perfect. I know it's still cold out there, like Mike said. We're excited for spring. We're not quite there yet, but this is the perfect time to start getting some ideas ready and plan out your kind of your landscape or your gardening goals for this spring, because it's going to be here before you. If you wait till the end of March, early April to start trying to start start the process, you're going to be a little bit behind the ball. So
Yeah.
go ahead and get your garden plan ready, or get with your landscape designer or whatever the case may be, and let's get ready for a successful spring.
What that means is if you're in the Hampton Roads area and you're thinking about doing a landscape, contact us sooner than later.
Exactly. Let's get the plan now, so then when the weather hits, we're ready to roll.
For sure. All right. Well, thanks for watching and listening to the Bros of Gardening. And of course, if you're watching on YouTube, please like and subscribe. And next week, we'll be talking about kickstarting a new hobby in gardening. So that'll be a good topic where we can kind of talk about, how you might get into gardening, whether you're in gardening or if you're an experienced gardener, what you might be doing. So that'll be a good topic, and we'll see you guys next week.
Absolutely.